Last season we won ourselves the Champions League and both domestic cups, and now this time out we set our sights on winning the Premier League. Hey, what's going on, guys? Respected Jeff here, and I am back with Season 3 for Chelsea. This time, like I said in the intro, we're setting our sights on the Premier League as the only competition we haven't won yet, and it's one that I really want to take home this season. Big news, though, right away. Chelsea have suffered another transfer ban after signing 16-year-old Flavio Barbosa last season. Another underage signing and another punishment from FIFA coming in for Chelsea. So we won't be able to bring in any new signings this season, but hopefully we'll be able to appeal in January. We'll see what happens there, and we'll have to make do with the squad that we have for the time being. In other news, we have gotten Samsung back as our sponsor for this season. New kits to go along with that. I'll take you guys through how some of those look in just a minute, but that's on a $100 million a year deal, so if we can get that ban lifted for January, we do have some funds to back us for sure. And with Samsung back, take a look at these new kits, guys. Our home one is just a clean design that I put together. The away kit is, again, pretty minimal, white with some hints of blue, and some red on the socks there, and then finally the third kit I did a little bit of a more crazy design for, using some of those alternative Chelsea colors from over the years, so that's how we'll be looking this season. But how will we be lining up? That's the question. Well, it's really the same squad as last season, but we have some notable additions back from their loan spells. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, probably the pick of the bunch here, 86 overall. He had a great time at Inter last season, and he'll be looking to come back and make an impact, probably challenging Mason Mount for that other spot in midfield. Conor Gallagher is also back from loan, but I'm just going to put him back on the loan list. I don't think he has a spot here. Marcel Sabitzer is another player who we're going to put on the list. I put a poll out in our Discord channel. If you guys want to join that, go to patreon.com/respectthejeff to join in. We just have so many midfielders, especially with Loftus-Cheek back from loan. We had to make the cut on somebody, and he wants first team minutes rather, and playing a lot. Pulisic is also going to be put on the transfer list. If we get a good offer for him, I don't see why not. And Leicester are interested in the player, so they're not exactly rivals for the league with us. I'm not too concerned about selling to someone else in England, so he will stay. A deal goes through, and Christian Pulisic will be going off to Leicester. We have Hudson-Odoi coming back on loan, so again, we have plenty of numbers up top. I'm not worried about it, and I think Hudson-Odoi definitely deserves a chance. Pulisic has been hugely disappointing, at least in this, maybe not necessarily in real life, but he just hasn't really made the cut. So our first game up here is going to be the Community Shield, and a huge occasion here for us to win our first piece of silverware already against Liverpool, who we gave a proper beatdown in the Champions League final the end of last season, and we'll be looking to keep that up here. We got some big games coming up. We also have the Super Cup after winning the Champions League. So in our first week of Season 3, we do have a chance at 2 more trophies to bring home for the team. So this is how we line up for this, and let's get to it. All right, here we go. Liverpool, who we actually had a lot of success against in this career. I think their high press just really suits the way we like to play. So if things go the way they've been going, I do favor us to get a good result out here against Liverpool. But they'll definitely be looking for revenge. They took the league over us last season. I guess a couple teams really slid ahead of us. But early in the season, we set our sights on the Premier League in Season 2, and it just didn't pan out. Liverpool absolutely walking the league last year, and we'll be hoping to give them a bit more competition. Hudson-Odoi getting a start here after coming back on loan, and he will be desperate to impress. We've had a lot of players in and out of that right mid position. Havertz is pretty much a starter there. I mean, he's been out really injured a lot of the season and just maybe doesn't look quite at home out on the wing, although with all the other players doing their part really well, Havertz maybe is the odd man out. So Hudson-Odoi will be making a push for that spot, and he's going to be the one who stays here with Pulisic getting sold off to Leicester, and it is his chance to finally make an impression really in the team and get a starting spot for himself. Hakim Ziyech thriving in the middle of the pitch like usual. Mason Mount slides through Timo Werner. Early chance on for Chelsea. Can we finish? And yes, Timo Werner hits the ground running here in Season 3, and you'd expect nothing less from our star player. Number 11 finds the back of the net again. Absolutely lethal in front of goal, and that is exactly what we've done time and time against Liverpool the past 2 seasons here that we've played against them, although this is where they could threaten us a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Chelsea plays out from the back with ease. Look at this, how the play is shaping up. Tammy Abraham has an option clean through the middle. Mason Mount, can he finish? Little dink over Allison. Yes, that is a beautiful goal. Chelsea 2, Liverpool 0, and we are absolutely hitting the ground running here early in Season 3 and look to be on our way to winning the Community Shield in our first game back. Liverpool, though, sliding a ball through for Mino and Declan Rice making a block there. Declan Rice, also notable addition into that back line. I did transfer him to the center back position over the offseason here, and I think he'll be our starter there going forwards. He's so good on the ball. We saw it happen in the Champions League final last season, and it played off brilliantly. His ball-playing abilities are second to none, and he is a good defender too. So with Upamecano maybe not being the best center back signing we've had, he definitely still has a spot in the squad, don't get me wrong, but I do think our starting center back partnership could be Declan Rice and Kurt Zouma, and Declan Rice really making a case for himself already. Fantastic match so far, and playing out from the back, he is key to the way Chelsea are thriving here. Mason Mount, and he's got N'Golo Kante again. The counterattack just on time and time again for Chelsea. Kante, it's a third. Chelsea are having a field day out here. 3-0 over Liverpool, and surely we are taking this silverware home. N'Golo Kante, a rare goal for him. Billy Gilmore coming on as a sub and playing pretty well in the middle of the pitch already. And he's one who will be there pretty much to fill numbers. I don't know if he's going to be necessarily given a lot of minutes this season, but he did outrank Sabitzer on the vote that we had given to our board members over on Patreon, so he is the one that stays this time. Timo Werner, Mason Mount slid through now. Well, he's having an outstanding game so far, cutting inside. Oh my lord, Mason Mount, take a bow. What a performance here against last year's Premier League winning Liverpool, Chelsea's FA Cup winning side, who looks to be on their way to taking home the Community Shield as well now, barring something absolutely unthinkable here to turn around a 4-goal lead. Flavio Barbosa, sporting a beard this time, grew that in the offseason, and he's coming back and looking to make an impression in the squad. Grew a ton after seeing his performances last season, and really the 16, almost 17-year-old now will be hoping that his performances are worth it after having us suffer another transfer ban for his signing, but he takes a lovely touch. And first contribution here, Mount is through again, lays it off, and Barbosa grabs a fifth. Well, he's scored on nearly every stage he's been presented with so far. Flavio Barbosa, only 16 years of age, goals against Real Madrid in the Champions League, capitalizing here in the Community Shield, goals in the FA Cup. He almost was the leading scorer in the competition last season, and he is absolutely world-class in the making. Chelsea 5, Liverpool 0. Fantastic performance to kick off our season. That's one of the best performances I think I've ever had on this channel, and we take home the Community Shield in convincing style. If this is the sign of things to come this season, we are going to have a really, really good one. Declan Rice continuing to wear the armband, and let's move on. All right, well, great stuff here. Barcelona in for our star center back, Kurt Zouma, all the way up to 85. His performances over the last couple seasons have been great. Napoli are coming in with an offer for Kai Havertz, and a huge one at that. But really, at this point, I don't think we need the money, guys. I mean, 150 million would be great to spend, but we have a good amount piled up anyways, and with the transfer ban, I think we need to keep our best players, with the exception of spots that we're pretty loaded in. Liverpool come in for Sabitzer. We're definitely not going to sell to them. Direct rivals for the league, obviously. Sabitzer is a good player, so although he's maybe not going to get minutes with us, he does want first team minutes somewhere else, and it's just not going to be to a team who's challenging us for the league title. So we're going to hold him if that's the situation. We'll see if other offers come in. And with that said, it's up against Southampton for our first game in the league this season. I'm going to roll with this 4-3-3. It's been working great for us, unless we need to change. Like I said, Havertz is probably going to be our starting right winger, barring something great from Hudson-Odoi or Zaha, who can really make a push for that spot. And maybe Havertz not quite finding his feet. I mean, he's been a solid player for us, don't get me wrong, but with his crazy potential, I just don't think he's really hitting the heights in this team that he probably can. So I'm hoping that this could be his breakthrough season here, and that is a deadly looking front three. Like I said, Declan Rice in the back line, Mason Mount and Ziyech going to start here, but Loftus-Cheek on the bench, definite option for center mid, but with Mason Mount playing so well, he definitely gets the start and deserves it too. Mendy in goal. So we take on Southampton up first, and we'll be looking for a win for sure. Let's get to it. All right, here we go, up against Southampton away at St. Mary's Stadium, and we'll be looking for a win here to really make a statement. Like I said, my biggest concern is winning the league this season. I've never done it on the channel so far, so I'm looking for a first time for everything after winning the Champions League. This is my next target as a manager here. Kai Havertz getting in behind here already with a chance. Can he create something? Putting it up for Tammy Abraham. Overhead kick, not too bad, and that's what we'll be looking for from Kai Havertz. Oh, great run through again. Havertz getting involved already. and looking to establish himself in this side this season. Havertz, what can he do here? Going at it alone, and Kai Havertz, what a goal! He did it all himself, didn't even need the teammates involved, and that is just a glimpse of the quality we can get out of this player. Still very young and still tons of potential. Despite maybe not having grown a ton since coming into the club in this save, he definitely still has that little bit of brilliance inside of him that can create a goal like that. Mendy making an outstanding save that really easily could have pulled the scoreline level for Southampton. That probably should have been converted, if I'm being honest. And 60 minutes into the game now, Loftus-Cheek gets his chance, so does Hudson-Odoi. And can Chelsea capitalize here and maybe grab another goal? I'm definitely going for it here. We don't want to slip up here at the end of the match. Kai Havertz pushed to a center forward role. I'm thinking maybe this will fit him a little better. It's just a shame because that's where Abraham plays, and Abraham obviously not going to be pushed out to the wing, so that does just force Havertz out wide in our formation. I think he could do well there, but given the choice between the two, Abraham, the homegrown boy, is definitely going to get that starting striker position, and Southampton grab a goal back just like that. Honestly, hats off to them. That was a fantastic bit of build-up play. Lovely vision, great pass. I can't say our defense even did that much wrong. It was just an inch-perfect play there. And with 10 minutes remaining, can we grab a goal? Lovely pass. Havertz, Ziyech. Oh, it's saved. And Chelsea, that might have been our chance here with 8 minutes left. And it was a great save from the goalkeeper there. Fantastic link-up play between Havertz and Ziyech. That's what we know they can do. And that was a great shot, too, at the end of the move. Southampton now, we got to be sure that they can't grab a goal here coming into the final stages of this match. Werner, no one really ahead of him here, but he lays it off. Loftus-Cheek, have a pop, time's probably out. Oh, how about that? Challenges the goalkeeper and he makes a save. Loftus-Cheek, well, he's coming into the side. That might have been even his first touch since coming on as a sub. I don't remember him getting involved too much. That was on target. What a strike from distance. That would have been the best goal ever scored on this channel for sure. And this goalkeeper making some outstanding saves. Chelsea, maybe one more chance off the corner. This will surely be the last kick of the game, though. Ziyech to take it, curls one in. Havertz, header, gets on it, but it is well wide of the post. And Chelsea suffer a draw in our first game back in the league against Southampton. 2 points dropped, and that is unfortunate. I thought we played pretty well, just not good enough to get all 3 points this time. All right, well, another break in the league action here for another final. This time it's the Super Cup against RB Leipzig, who we have a lot of history with. Obviously, Timo Werner coming over, but also in the save, Upamecano and Zaha, we've both purchased. Sabitzer as well. We've really rated their team over the years. Despite that, they are still doing well, recycling that money that they've made off of us pretty well, and obviously now stepping up after having won the Europa League to take us on in the Super Cup here. So we've had some interesting matches against them in the last 2 seasons, and this probably will be no different. I'm going to rotate the squad a little bit here. Radu deserves a shot and goal. Zaha on the wing. Let's see if we can catch some good performances from some of our lesser played players here. And with that said, let's get to it. All right, here we go, guys. Another chance at silverware here for Chelsea. Loftus-Cheek gets the start this time. Mason Mount, despite having a really good start to the season, I think deserves a little bit of competition here with Loftus-Cheek, who deserves his fair shot at this spot, too. It's a good thing we have so many good players in the squad. And honestly, this is going to be why Sabitzer is probably going to leave the club at some point in this transfer window. We just have so much talent at center mid that honestly, he's just not going to get that many minutes. And a player of his quality deserves it. Upamecano here in the box, unable to close his man down. Radu makes the save, and the second shot blasted well wide. RB Leipzig have started the game very well, actually, and Chelsea are definitely trying to see this through with some good defensive performances here. Conte slipping it through for Ziyech. This is our chance. He's through on goal. Hakim Ziyech. Oh, man. Shot straight at the center back there, and it was good covering from the defense. Declan Rice getting out there to win the ball back, and man, he is having a great start to the season already. Probably captain material for the rest of the season going forwards. If Azpilicueta plays, obviously he'll rock the armband, but I think Declan Rice will be in the side more for sure this season, and he definitely deserves it with his performances and leadership on the pitch so far. It's been an even match so far here as well. Leipzig playing really well, and Upamecano given the start in this game and still just looking a little bit shaky. He's a very good 1v1 defender, but gets caught out in these challenges a lot. I feel like we've seen tons of yellow cards and free kicks given away from him, and I do think that's why Zuma is just going to be the better option on the other side. I'm going to give him plenty of chances, though. Upamecano's still obviously young, plenty of room to grow, and RB Leipzig now with a chance in behind. It's in the back of the net, but it's offsides, and man, we've gotten away with one there. Keeping a really tight line, Chelsea pushed up at the vital moment there, and he's caught just off. Been a very close game so far. Zapata Slipping one through, Zaha, back post, Loftus-Cheek can't get ahead on it, and still Chelsea unable to really get a clean shot off on goal as of late. RB Leipzig with the ball here, and again, good foot put in. Loftus-Cheek plays through Werner, got tons of room ahead of him, take a touch into space. Loftus-Cheek now, can he find the return pass? Playing Zapata, lovely ball, even better finish right around the goalkeeper. Duvan Zapata grabs another goal, given another start here, and he has been great. It's really going to be between him and Abraham up top this season, and it's really going to be a case of having that all over the pitch. Between Mason Mount and Loftus-Cheek fighting for that center mid spot, Zapata and Abraham fighting for that spot up top. I think it's great to have competition. It's good to have options and a lot of players who are fighting for first team minutes here. Zapata really making a case for himself already. Although Abraham has been playing well since coming back from injury late last season, Zapata has proved himself time and time again and definitely will get minutes and a chance to really be a starter going forwards. Laid off now, Timo Werner, and Zapata grabs a second, taking his chances when they count. 2 goals for Chelsea, and we take a big lead here over RB Leipzig. And if things stand, we will be winning our second piece of silverware here in the first episode, first couple of games of the season, and it has been a great start from Chelsea. Despite that kind of disappointing draw in our first league game here. Declan Rice, time and time again, playing out from the back, and this is what he offers for the team, blazing counterattacks. When he can play out from the back like that, it just sets us up for such good chances, and now Timo Werner to make it 3. Never in doubt from our star man up top. Number 11 scores once again. Chelsea 3, Red Bull Leipzig 0, and looks like we've wrapped this one up. Flavio Barbosa coming on for some more minutes now. He's going to get them whenever we take a lead or we have some cup games that I feel like he can impress in. He's grown up to 78 overall already this season after his fantastic performances last year, and that's really outstanding for a player of his age. Zapata laying it off, unselfish, but it is just offsides. He was on a hat trick. He probably could have taken that himself. Regardless, it wouldn't have counted though. Just maybe a toe offsides. That's real harsh. Look at that. Some great runs from our offense though. Chelsea 3, RB Leipzig 0, and we take home another trophy here. The Super Cup this time on top of the Community Shield here, and Chelsea look to be starting the season in absolutely great form. Declan Rice captaining the side to another big victory here, and hopefully big things coming for this team this season. We've got our sights on the Premier League. Obviously, we've got our sights on both of the cups, FA Cup, EFL Cup, as well as the Champions League again. If we can do it, we'll try for the back-to-back wins. We'll see what can happen here. And the talk of the town is about Loftus-Cheek in the post-game press conference. And like I said, time and time again, it's going to be between him and Mason Mount this season, and all eyes on seeing who's going to go through there. All right, well, Watford are next opponents, and we will be looking to grab a win for sure in our second match of the season if we didn't get it in our first. And taking a look at some of these players here, like I said, Hudson-Odoi is back from loan, but so is Azizi Salem, who I haven't really mentioned yet this episode. He's been in our academy since day one, obviously has one of the real game faces that I created for him. He's grown up to 72 overall, so obviously he's not going to be a player that's getting first team minutes right away, but he will be an option for us off the bench for cup games and things like that, and he will be definitely one to watch out for this season. We have so many good young players coming through the ranks. Mark Gahey stays on loan at our partners Vitesse, who also now, if you pay attention, have the Samsung sponsor on their kit to reflect the fact that they are part of this Chelsea FC group. Hugo Hawkins also goes out on loan to Vitesse. There's just not a lot of room for him with so many center backs in the squad this year. Ampadu is going to be probably our number 4, and it's just not fair to Hawkins to not give him any minutes. He's grown up to a 69 already. Sky's the limit, really, for this guy in the future. He has grown and really shown what he can do in some of his games last season, but I think he deserves some first team minutes for this season. Watford, our next opponents, like I said, a team that's been up and down in this career between the Premier League and the Championship, and hopefully they will not give us too much of a threat here. With that said, let's get to it. All right, here we go. Chelsea with some great performances this season already, but we have to stay focused. I really feel like we play better against big teams. Something about the way that they press high and the way we like to counterattack really works out well for us. We just have trouble scoring against some of these lower rated sides. Ex-Chelsea player Chalobah goes down after a nasty tackle there, and he will have to come off, unfortunately. Sorry about that one, Chalobah. The replacement coming on here for Watford, and he gets himself into trouble here with Timo Werner cutting inside, and the Watford man coming in, and it's not a penalty, but rather a free kick just outside the box. Does get himself a card for his troubles, and Hakim Ziyech over this one, trying to just dip it down over the wall. Not bad at all, off the post, and it does not go in. Hakim Ziyech, you give him a couple of those and he's gonna finish. That is a great chance from Chelsea, and that was not far off at all. Couple inches high maybe, but Chelsea with some good opportunities here. Kai Havertz, again, looking to keep up his good start to the season, cutting inside. Havertz off his man and can't quite convert. Looking for a way through now, laid off for Kante. Chelsea with some patient build-up play. Over the top, Ziyech lays it down. Reece James, deadly crossing position, lays it up for Abraham at the back post, and it's headed out just barely here by the Watford defense. Chelsea really keeping their composure here and looking to play it through, and Havertz gives that ball away. It hasn't quite been a great start to the season for him. He did have that fantastic goal, but I mean, it's really the story of Havertz here so far, isn't it, over these 3 seasons? He'll have a great goal or great assist every now and then, but then just go missing for games, and we are just looking for more from him. Timo Werner, on the other hand, is a player who delivers every single game, and this is no exception. Another goal from our star man up top, and man, he is really hitting the ground running already. Well, we'll be hoping he can stay fit this season. I mean, his 3-month injury last season really hurt us. Our performances definitely suffered during that stretch, and we had him and Abraham both out for a while. Hakim Ziyech kind of had to carry the team along with Zaha and some other subs who really had to step up and make an impression. Ziyech again, a chance at goal there, and it is blocked and out by the goalkeeper. And I think if we learned our lesson against Southampton, we really have to push for a second here. Ziyech coming off for some rest. Loftus-Cheek coming on. He's going to be alongside Mason Mount this time. Can the two of them, the two academy boys, link up well here? Loftus-Cheek, first touch of the ball is a good one as he sneaks through. Kante through the middle of the pitch here. Lovely build-up play from Chelsea. Continues Timo Werner into space, looking to cut inside, and he does. Still going. Werner, can he get a shot off? Cutting it back, and the chance is just off for him here. Play recycled here. Havertz giving the ball away again. It has not been great from Kai Havertz in this match, despite a good start in his first match of the season. He has been missing the last couple. Watford turning the tides a little bit here. Shot from distance takes a fortunate fall to the feet of Ismail Assar, who finishes. Oh man, and it looks to be the same old story for Chelsea here again. Getting a goal up early, dominating possession, not capitalizing on their chances, and then really just a quick run against the run of play here from Watford sees us equalize, and a shot from distance, not too bad at all from Zapata, troubles the goalkeeper, and then off the corner kick, goes into the back of the net, and finally Tammy Abraham separates these two teams with the final kick of the game. Dramatic fashion here for Chelsea, but we do grab a win. Tammy Abraham going over to celebrate with the fans. It's been great from Chelsea. Obviously the scoreline should probably have been a little bit better for us, but it was a good performance. I think it flattered Watford a little bit. We did play well, and we finally get our 3 points there. Big win on our second match in the Premier League, and hopefully this is the part of the season where we turn it around. Alright, well, not bad at all, and the results keep on going here. Brighton, our next opponents, and in the meantime, an offer has come in for Sabitzer, this time from Spurs. I just don't think I can do it, guys. I mean, they're going to be up there in the top 4 with us. I can't sell to a rival like that. I do want to move them on if it's possible, but just to the right team. An offer coming in from Bayern for Kante, who look desperate for midfielder. Maybe they'll settle for Sabitzer at some point. We take on Brighton up next. Alright, here we go. Another game and another chance at 3 points for Chelsea Brighton, a team we should obviously be getting a win against here. Rocking our third kits for the first time, and I gotta say, these are some of the best kits I feel like I've created. I love looking at these. Very different and kind of cool style to them. Loftus-Cheek coming forwards, looking to play it through. Again, releases Abraham. Loftus-Cheek, what a pass, and he is really making a name for himself already. Gets the start over Mount this time around, and really looking to make the most of it. Lovely pass with the outside of the boot, sneaks it through. Abraham making a great run, and good finish too. Abraham obviously competing with Zapata. A lot of storylines going on here in this squad, but it's paid off for us so far with some good performances. Timo Werner looking to cut inside on his right foot, testing the goalkeeper. Not too bad at all. Timo Werner was on target. And Chelsea, if we've learned our lesson here, we will be looking to grab a second again. I feel like I said that last game rather. But Tammy Abraham misses the chance there for a second. Despite finishing his first goal, he's fluffed a few chances since then. Tammy Abraham turning his man. Lovely. Abraham, no, blasts it well over the goal. I don't even know how you miss by that kind of margin. It was lovely footwork to set himself up and then sends it probably over the stadium. One of the worst finishes I've seen in a while, but he is having a pretty good performance regardless. Timo Werner trying to sneak it through the keeper there, and another save. You gotta love that. Tries to sneak it through his legs, and it just didn't come off. Header into the back of the net, though. Kurt Zouma does the job here for Chelsea to grab a second. He is wearing the armband this time. It should have been on Rice. I just forgot to give it to the right man this time around. But whatever, if it's going to work for him and motivate him to grab goals, he should take those chances. Kai Havertz now. Good chance to make something happen. Lays it off, and the pass just goes missing here. Abraham can't quite make the most of that. And again, Kai Havertz just disappointing. I mean, he has so much potential, and we're just not seeing it. I don't know if I got to play him in a different position or train him differently, or I just don't know what else to do. But with the rest of the team performing so well, I just can't do everything to fit Kai Havertz. So we're not going to sell right now. I mean, like I said, we have a transfer ban, and we definitely need numbers, so I'm not that keen to sell him right away. But we'll think about it for future seasons. I mean, I'm still hoping he can kick things into gear. I'm not saying it's over yet. Obviously, he's young and tons of room to grow. But if he's just not happy in the position he's been played in, I don't know. We'll just have to see how things happen. But that's better. Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, maybe spoke too soon. Lovely build-up play there. And I think that's where he excels, really, getting into the middle of the pitch. Like we saw there, he just cut in from the right-hand side. Little link-up play, 1-2 with Timo Werner, who's always going to finish those kind of chances. I just don't know. I'm really split on what to do with Havertz. Like I said earlier in the episode, it feels like his best position probably is in the center of the pitch, but with Zapata, Abraham, Barbosa, all these strikers making a name for themselves, I just can't have a fourth onto that list. So we get the win regardless, though. Don't want to sound too down about it. 3-0 for Chelsea. Great stuff from everyone involved. That's better from Havertz for sure. We'll be looking to see more from that in the coming couple of games from him. Now we move on. All right, well, here we go. First big test of the season in the league. Manchester United, who will be pushing for those top couple of spots with us, so this is crucial for us. If you guys want to check out the squad and all the stats for Season 3, go to respectthejeff.com, click on the Chelsea tab, and you can check out all of the detailed stats for our squad. Give me some feedback there. You can comment directly on the website. So like I said, Manchester United, our next opponents. Let's get to it. All right, here we go at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea looking to do the job against Manchester United. They've given us a tough couple of games over the last few seasons here, and we'll be hoping this one's different. Abraham gets the start up top in this game, as well as Loftus-Cheek in the middle of the pitch. He's been playing really well. We're definitely going to give him another chance here. Havertz out on the wing again. Like I've been saying, I mean, a lot of talk about Havertz here, but he has been playing pretty well. N'Golo Kante spreading the ball out wide to Chilwell, looking for an early chance here. Chelsea slipped in behind. It's Timo Werner. Can he create something for his teammates? Still going. Cuts it back, Abraham. And that's good defending there from the Manchester United back line. Van de Beek now, cutting inside, and he's hacked down there by Reece James. It's been a good start from both teams here. Rashford over it. Off the crossbar, Mendy, don't know if he got a hand of that, but he does get it away, unfortunately, in the back of the net, off the follow-up. Thomas Müller comes back with a great finish there. And you gotta say, look at that replay, guys. That is awful from Edouard Mendy, and hopefully it's not another slip in form from our goalkeeper. We saw the best and worst from him last season. He has amazing saves some games and just big mistakes in him others. And unfortunately, this is a bit of a case of the latter here. And we do have an option in Radu as our other goalkeeper, but not a ton of depth in the position, and hopefully this won't be an issue going forwards for Mendy. And it was just a one-time mistake. Chilwell putting a ball in. Abraham blocked again. Oh, man. Maguire right time, right place there. And Chelsea, despite a bunch of chances here, still find themselves down. Chilwell, Abraham, good link-up play. Werner, Shirley, looking to lay it back. Going at it himself. Timo Werner. How about that? Needs no help. And another clinical finish from our striker. He is such a fantastic, genuinely world-class player. I mean, I can't think of too many strikers who can be performing at levels higher than this. He took on the entire back line and did so successfully. 1-1. Chelsea pull their goal back, but Martial gets snuck in behind again, just leaving those spaces open in the back line. That is not great from Chelsea. Manchester United restore their lead 2-1, and unfortunately, that wasn't the end here. Wan-Bissaka now allowed space to run into it. Zuma maybe not closing down soon enough, and Mendy also beaten at his near post to make it 3, and things would even get worse here with Manchester United. McTominay, Müller, this time sneaking through. Fernandes, who finishes for a 4th. Well, how about that for completely flipping the game on its head here, and it's still not done. Rashford, Martial, it's a 5th. Absolutely embarrassing from Chelsea. Manchester United, 5 goals, 4 in the second half here. It was a really tight contest up until the second half. Loftus-Cheek now closing down Smalling on the wing. Absurd stuff. A 6th goal for Manchester United. This will be one to forget. That's the heaviest defeat I can remember in a long, long time on this channel. Embarrassing performance there from Chelsea, and we have to turn things around right away, because I'll be honest, I mean, already in our first 3 games here, this does not look like a team that's going to be pushing for the title. We need to change that. All right, well, all in all, not a bad episode. I'm going to cut my losses and end this on not too bad of a note after that big loss here. We had a lot of good results before that. We've taken home 2 pieces of silverware, and a huge thanks to our coaching staff, guys. We have so many people in the Discord chat. If you want to join, go to patreon.com/respectthejeff. They help me make a ton of decisions for this series, and hopefully Season 3 will be a great one. We have Deadline Day coming up next, some late drama maybe for Chelsea, and we will find out in Episode 2. But until then, I'm Respect the Jeff, and I'll see you next time.